I performed a work in progress comedy show recently, so it's new material billed as my name, not a random mixed bill show where you turn up and see a bunch of acts. People knew they were coming specifically to see me, and this is a complaint email about my performance received by the comedy club afterwards. Well, luckily the comedy club films everything so they could review the footage and see that the claims are almost totally false. I didn't even talk about most of the topics they claim. We were at the 6 PM show seeing the Leo Kerr show. This is the second time I've seen Leo live and we found him absolutely horrific. This is the second time you've seen me live and you found me absolutely horrific? Why did you come back? Did you then go into McDonald's and order the Filet-O-Fish, which you've had before and found absolutely horrific, found it horrific again, and then wrote to McDonald's to cancel fish? It's hard enough getting people who like my comedy to buy a ticket. Why are people who hate me coming to see me? He kept making jokes that were transphobic, homophobic, and incredibly misogynistic. Like I said, the club reviewed the footage. I didn't mention transgender people, so I couldn't be transphobic. I didn't mention gay people, so I couldn't have been homophobic. I was misogynistic, but misogyny is always funny. He was making jokes about the Me Too movement, essentially saying that women deserve to be raped. No, I didn't. I did a bit about how all these Me Too women call themselves brave, but I was braver because I continued shagging during the whole Me Too phase. I am a lover of comedy club, and I've been many times. However, I've found Leo's content incredibly inappropriate and, in short, not funny. I'm a lover of comedy, also comedy that is on the edge. However, this was hands down the worst I've ever seen. Fellow comedian Jeff Norcott had a great comment about this. I love this new trope of sensitive types claiming, I'm actually a fan of edgy comedy. It reminds me of fusty 90s conservatives claiming, no, I like a good laugh as much as the next man. And it's totally true. These woke fucks are the same as the religious right-wing blue-haired Mary Whitehouse fannies who tried to get controversial or seditious plays banned in the 80s. The only difference is, back then the left were socially liberal and tried to stop the censorship instead of being the driving force behind it. His first set in July made me incredibly uncomfortable, but this one was entirely unacceptable. Why did you come back? Are you mental? Did you think I'd have changed in the intervening months and turned into Nish Kumar? At this point, the group of us are debating coming back to the comedy club, which we love because of this man's horrific comedy. I would be very disappointed if I see him play again and would not like him to continue being funny whilst being incredibly offensive to the majority of people. Please amend this. This is a weaponized complaint designed to damage my career. I'm not even sure they were at the show. They got basic details wrong. If they were at the show, I'll have to stop doing free entry shows. I usually run my solo shows as free entry because I believe comedy should be accessible to everyone. I've been dirt poor before and unable to afford to go out. So at my solo shows, people can donate what they want at the end. Someone at my solo show in October gave me 50 quid. But if you're poor, on the other hand, you can come and donate nothing. And I'm just glad you came and enjoyed it. But if people are using the free entry system to come and hate on the show, I'll have to make them pay. I don't mind people hate on me if they paid 10 quid to do it. Some people say, oh, cancel culture isn't real. Listen, cancel culture is real, it's pernicious and it's narrowing the diversity of voices you're allowed to hear. Some great comedians are being cancelled. Nick Dixon and Alistair Williams have been pushed out from parts of the circuit, and even rising stars like Nico Yearwood and Russell Hicks have had people misinterpret material and heckle them with accusations of some ism or other. It echoes down through in the invisible self-censorship that all comedians apply to themselves, homogenizing and blandifying live comedy. Cancel culture is making an already precarious occupation untenable for a comedian like me. Any accusation of racism, transphobia, misogyny is like accusing someone of witchcraft in Salem in 1693. Everyone's terrified of being tarred with association. Promoters are scared to let you near their cows in case your sorcery sours the milk in their udders. I won't embarrass them by naming them, but some clubs I used to do loads of work for have stopped booking me. So I'm now putting my energy into YouTube, podcasting with Speech and the Lotus Eaters, and doing TV and radio. You can see me on GB News quite a lot. I'm building my own following so I can tour my own show to my own audience who want to see me. I'll always be loyal to the clubs who book me, who seem to be the ones that are doing really well. Funny how that works. And the ones that don't can suck my balls. And it's worth remembering that 99% of people who come to comedy don't complain like this because they approach in good faith. Instead, instead of trying to willfully misinterpret things as problematic so they can boost their own profile, screaming outrage to earn social capital, wokies who get offended always present material as a literal quote to be taken at face value without any context or nuance or irony, or even the concept that maybe, just maybe, the comedian might have been joking. Is that sometimes a possibility? You can hear me talk about my experiences with cancel culture in my show that's imaginatively titled Cancel Culture at Top Secret Comedy in Covent Garden in London on December the 6th at 6:30pm. There's a link below to book seats, and they're free and you pay what you want at the end. So if you're poor, you can come. If you hate me, you can come, but please don't. It's absolutely pointless. Go and see something you're going to enjoy instead. Why would you come and see something you know you're going to hate? Also, if you want to support me on Patreon so I can keep making videos, there's a link below to do that. But yeah, thanks for listening. I've been Lucas. Bye.